their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on him, keeps possession. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Lawrence going to keep it again. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The kick by Lambo is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second and a long way to go. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lawrence. He'll connect on the out route with Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And the Jaguars are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. That's Jawan Taylor, the right tackle. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
So, Charles, this organization used a high pick to acquire this man's defensive services, and that's a good reason why right there, as he's able to force the safety.
Yeah, it's not just his athletic ability that they drafted. They love his mind, and to me, he saw that play develop in his head before the snap. He knew the point he needed to get to, and unbelievable instincts for the game came to the front. Heck of a play he just made right there.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you, and that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Evan Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars extend their lead yet again. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And again, it's Prescott.
He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the red zone now, Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Here's Prescott.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
CeeDee Lamb as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground again here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
Taken in at the 3.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 24.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Going deep here for Allen. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Jaguars have got it on cruise control.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time.
And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 11.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Lawrence going to keep it again.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Prescott down. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lamb. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Prescott yet again. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Prescott. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They start the drive with Cook.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's taken to the 26. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And my goodness, another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Man, I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott. And now here's another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. I'm ready. He'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Open man is Gordon, complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Lawrence will throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Phyllis All-American.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a 1st down on the keeper. Hunt will try going up the middle. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Cook. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run for 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Cook again.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.